Hey everyone, this is Stephanie Tat. Welcome back to Danganronpa. Sakura's dead. That's it, that's the intro. Let's get to the game. Why are they showing me ads for Splatoon 3? I've already bought my copy of Splatoon 3. Ah, there are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. The glass is all red, covered in blood. These are the top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? I mean, that's what it looks like. So this must have originally been a bottle. Yes, I'm a genius. Huh, there's something else on the ground near the glass. I tried to go around the glass to prevent cutting my hand. That's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. Monokuma chess? I play Monokuma chess. It's a Monokuma figure. Monokuma chess is just regular chess, except all the figures are Monokuma. And if you line up your pieces in a specific way and a path leading from one queen to another, you get to send the other queen in a rocket ship to space. There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf and a bug in my room. And inside each bottle is some kind of Monokuma figure. We got Monokuma Pawn, Monokuma Rook, Monokuma Bishop, and Monokuma. I'm pretty sure that's the queen. What I'm wondering is how'd they get those figures inside those tiny little bottles? So, it's no different from your standard ship in a bottle, dumbass. Monokuma chess. The bug is now on my phone. It is going inside the little fold on my case. If it gets in front of the camera, so help me God. I feel like I'm starting to make sense of things little by little. The Monokuma bottle sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. Someone took one of those bottles and smashed it. The red shards of glass, which probably started out as a bottle. Makes me wonder where the Monokuma king is. Which would mean Sakura must have been hit over the head with a Monokuma bottle, right? Shards of glass and the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. Yeah, let's go with that. We'll check the bloodstain. There's a bloodstain in front of the magazine shelf. Must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Yeah, her body doesn't have any blood on it at all, which means why is it so far away from when she died? There, I shoved that fly. Nice. Magazine shelf bloodstain has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. Okay, let's check Sakura's body. Fuck it. Sakura drew her last breath sitting slumped forward in this chair. I'm surprised it didn't fall over at all. There's obvious evidence of the blow to the head Sakura suffered. But seriously, if she was hit over the head with a glass bottle, shouldn't she be bleeding at least a little? Because like blunt force trauma and also glass, which is sharp force trauma. But according to the Monokuma file, she had also vomited blood. I can see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. But that doesn't signify a blow to the head, does it? That fucking flies on my cup! Maybe her getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood? Maybe? Not a chance. What are you doing here? Did he ever leave Byakuya? However, your eyes have landed on a most interesting location. Her mouth. Talk to Owl. We already know who did it. It was that bitch over there. Byakuya, Toko, or Hero. It has to be one of them. I'm gonna spin the wheel. That's gonna be the next Splatfest topic. Who killed Sakura? Byakuya, Hero, or Toko? They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. So if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna talk to Kyoko. She's pretty level-headed. Then let me help you find out more, slaps me. Byakuya did it! You see, Sakura asked all 3 of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room. Wait, when was this? After we went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. Because, you know, people do that sometimes. But when I saw her again after that, she told me? She said she left a note for each of them. Okay, that is pretty damning evidence. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. By noon, the Monokuma file said she died around then. I'm telling the truth, I heard it right from the Sakura's mouth. That's a saying, right?
What?
What do you want, peon? You're bothering me. And there's something I'd like to talk to you about. Make it quick, I'm trying to do important things. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found out. Interesting. Then it's true? I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But did I go to the rec room? Not in a million years.
Come on.
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. I'm losing money just looking at you. Okay, thanks. Nice. Byakuya's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. And we leave? No, we don't leave. Instead, we talk to this thing over here. There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance to the room. Chem A2 Protein Zymex! It looks like a protein drink, and it's empty. Okay, yep, then Sakura's alright. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. I mean, just look at those bulging muscles! And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments, and my feet are cold. I'm getting my slippers. That reminds me. Sakura mentioned how the chem lab has all kinds of health stuff, like a pharmacy. So she must have gotten this from the chem lab. Oh, I'm stretching.
Just a second.
That's strange. Why is there broken glass all around it? Huh, what is...
Hey.
You see what's scattered around the can? Is that the door we came here through? Shards of light blue grass. They must be part of the window I broke to get inside. But what is the chem can doing there?
Correct.
But they aren't just scattered around the can. They're also underneath it. There's only one explanation for this. This can was levitating in front of the window. Now why does that matter?
So...
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. Someone yeeted this can at the door after the window had been shattered. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on. An important clue? I'm not sure I see how. Nice. Empty protein drink has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Is there anything else in here to see? We talked to Byakuya. What about Kyoko? What's that? Huh? The locker's open and they're on the inside nothing. It's a handprint? Okay, that's the only thing in the locker. It looks pretty empty to me.
Why?
What's a handprint doing here? Was somebody doing fucking vertical push-ups against the locker? It looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and it left a handprint in all the dust.
It's true.
And it looks quite fresh too. I'd say someone was hiding in here in the locker and left behind a little something extra. Unfortunately, I can't dust for fingerprints. So then, can't you dust for fingerprints? Do we even have the materials to dust for fingerprints? Maybe the killer hid in here until the locker room was open, don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group. Yippee, problem solved. To Kyoko again. Oh, chair. The chair was shoved up against the doorknob so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. It was just there. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. This door is the only way in or out of the rec room. Unless you crawl through the vents. Dun 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 dun! The door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only notable change to the door is the smashed window, which I made. There's that. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. Why was that so hard to read? This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. There's no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locked door from the inside, not from the outside. And then they vented. Dun, 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 dun. Where's fucking room's at? I pressed the doorbell. Ding dong. And after a few seconds,
Who's there?
oh, this has voice acting. And the most negative aura I've ever felt. Run! An aura of total decay. I feel like that's a video game. It's probably not.
What do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
For now.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
So get the fuck out of my face. I wanted to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you. What? She never did that. She hates me.
Wow.
I don't know what you're talking about. Byakuya already told me she had asked to meet with him, and he said not in a million years like he does. But what, she wanted to meet with Master too, so you admit she sent you a note. I admit I did get the note. But I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. What if I got crushed between her gigantic pectorals? Soko claims she didn't go to see her, but can I really believe her? Maybe. I don't know. Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept this fact. Is that good enough? I'm gonna go back to my room and brood some more. My nose. I pressed the doorbell. Ding dong. And after a few seconds, yo, what's up, Makoto? Did you need something? Well, at least he had the decency to close the door behind him so I didn't have to smell that. Yeah, actually, I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you. How'd you know about that? Aoi told me everything. Yeah, no, she, oh god, I lost the note.
How about that?
She gave it to me in person, and she happened to mention the others, like in passing. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So then you went and met with Sakura? No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? That sounds like the tone of someone who did meet with Sakura. While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? Oh, do I still have it? Let's see. Did he actually lose the note? God damn it. Hiro was feeling around in his pockets. Sorry, looks like I don't have it anymore. I just sort of take up space, throw him in the trash. With a big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hand back out of his pockets. But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Oh shit, there's the note. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. Huh? Candy wrapper. The note was written on a candy wrapper. What was this doing here? Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again. And shoved it back into his pocket. Thanks a lot, man. Hello. Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Because I beat you to it. Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what you meant to say was, yes, sir, I understand you will not talk to me like that, you pleb. I gotta turn my lights on. This is my first time seeing the shelf. I just can't get over how big it is. You should probably take a closer look at it. There's dust on the ground. It looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. The mega shelf, if you will. But more important right now, what's that powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it. I would be tampering with evidence. Well, should I check it out? Answer 2, 1. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? Looks like the bottle had a label on it. Chem C4. C4 explosives! Would you like to hear something interesting? Define interesting, Byakuya. I was on the 4th floor this morning checking things out, and at that point, the room wasn't like this. Then this powder must have been spilled!
So in other words...
That's right. It could have only been around the time of the incident. Well, what time in the morning were you strolling around the 4th floor, Byakuya? We need to figure out a time window for when this could have happened. If that really is when it happened, it must be related to the case somehow. Noise. Source of the powder has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Should check out the footprints. These are footprints? Yes, they are, Makoto. And they're only in front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? What do you mean, disguised to the floor plan? Luckily, I am the best artist in this school. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. Well, you know, I was being sarcastic. So how's this? Not bad, for you, I mean. Well, if you think you can do it better, how about you do it? For me.
I see.
So when you look at it like this, interesting. This is interesting about as much as Fox is fascinating. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business in the leftmost shelf. I mean, you could tell that just by looking at the actual crime scene. I'm just repeating what you already know.
I see.
These footprints must be prints of feet. Makoto, are they yours? Why are you looking at me like that? No. Okay, then let me see your shoes. I'll confirm their size for myself. I'm not taking off my shoes. What are you, some sort of foot fetishist? I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said. Foot fetishist. I see, your feet do appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit, these are not your footprints. I really want you to be convicted of something. I'm tired of looking at your stupid face. The footprints? What about the spill itself? There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I better not leave a footprint. I should probably take a good, hard look at that powder. Touch my eye with it. No, that sounds like it would hurt. Shelf A? Let's see what's on this shelf. Protein Zymex! There are all kinds of dietary supplements in one bottle with a skull and crossbones. The protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from this shelf. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter A and the number. So I guess I consider this part of the shelving unit, section A. Let's look at shelf C. On this shelf is all sorts of stuff, skulls and crossbones. One look and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. These look like poisons and other powerful chemicals, like C4 explosives. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter C and a number. So I guess I consider this part of the shelving unit Section C. And then there's Section B that nobody cares about. Okay, we are going to care about Section B. On this shelf is... looks like a bunch of chemicals that I have no idea what they are. We got good, bad, and miscellaneous. They're reagents. Put simply, they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss. Look, just because I don't know what reagents are doesn't mean I'm an idiot, Byakuya. Whoops, I meant to end this video, not that one. I still need to give my outro. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to blast that patriarchy, smash that like button, Bomberman that subscribe button, and I will see you next week with another episode of Danganronpa. Goodbye.